Oh, hello, and welcome to another Monday update on the Woke is Broke podcast. Now, for those of you who enjoyed your weekend, let me just ruin it for you right now. The situation at the border has started to blow up once again. Of course, that's assuming that it never actually stopped blowing up since Biden took over. And you might have forgotten about the current crisis at the border, and if you did, don't feel bad. You're not the only ones. It appears that nobody in the White House seems to remember that we have a border crisis going on right now. Kamala Harris, the so-called border czar, appointed by Biden to handle all things related to illegal immigrancy in this country, decided that she was going to spend the weekend doing a coin toss at a football game.
It is a hedge.
Thank God they have their priorities straight. Meanwhile, in Texas, according to the Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz, there are 12,600 illegal immigrants in the Del Rio area currently living under a bridge.
In a van down by the river!
Here's some of that footage. You might have seen this on Friday. This comes courtesy of Senator Ted Cruz.
We're in Del Rio, Texas. It is September 16th.
And of course, we have other miscellaneous photos and videos here for you.
Guys, it is incredible to see this perspective up here. We hear the administration saying the border is closed. There's extreme progress being made. This does not look like a closed border from the air. This is hundreds of people streaming in every minute here, and they're all going to this international bridge. Pretty remarkable footage from up here, guys. We'll send it back to you.
You know, Bill, when you look at the number of people who are there under the bridge, it would rival a lot of small Texas towns. And as you mentioned, 10,000 more on the way. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has tried to close off 6 border crossings, but closing the border crossing doesn't really do much or have much of an effect if they're walking across the Rio Grande.
Though it's not all bad. I mean, some of them are going to be sent back. Again, according to the Border Patrol Chief Raul Ortiz, single adult men will be expelled via Title 42. However, families, for the most part, will be processed and released back into the United States, which is awesome. This coming from the administration that said, it's not an open border policy. We're just letting literally anyone who isn't a single adult male come into the country and then just walk wherever they want to. Fantastic. Fantastic! Finally, though, Governor Abbott has decided to dispatch the Texas Department of Public Safety and the National Guard to help secure the border crisis, since the Biden administration isn't going to. As you can see, there are a number of vehicles. They're attempting to block off the Del Rio Bridge and the border area around the Del Rio area. Now, let me just be clear. Governor Abbott should be commended for doing that. What I take issue with when it comes to Governor Abbott in Texas is that this is something that he should have done, like, back in February, okay? It shouldn't have been, it was a surprise to literally nobody who's paying attention or who has been paying attention for literally the last 15 years, okay, that Biden wasn't going to do jack shit when it came to the border. That is not a surprise, all right? The people in Texas suffered for 8 freaking years under Obama thanks to his open border policy. It's not a surprise that this is exactly the same kind of crap that Biden was going to do. Governor Abbott should have made it clear. Look, you want to implement new policies? Fantastic. Fine. You don't want to carry Trump's policies? Okay, fine. That's your prerogative. But we are not going to go through another 4 years of this shit. We already went under 8 years of it under Obama. If you do not enforce illegal immigration, we will set up our own checkpoints. I will dispatch the National Guard to help prevent this from blowing up into a full-blown catastrophe again. That is what he should have done. That is what he should have made clear right from the get-go. He has that authority. He's using that authority now. Too little, too late, all right? We are 9 months into this administration. Hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants have poured into our country. Unchecked, unchallenged, and like 20,000 kids, 20,000 children being held at the border? I mean, this is insanity. It's absolutely insanity. I'm saying this every single time that I'm in front of this camera. It's something in the world is insane, and that is true. But the border crisis, I don't get why this is such an issue. Why does it take so much awful to happen for people to get a pair of cojones and do something about it? For God's sakes. For God's sakes, this is ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, so Governor Abbott is finally taking action, finally dispensing the National Guard, as well as the Texas Department of Public Safety, and trying to get a handle on this as best that they can. But it's a shit show. It's still a shit show. It's very likely going to remain a shit show until somebody else gets in the White House, sadly. That's just the world that we live in, unfortunately. But that is what's been happening over the weekend. This is our Monday update. But before we wrap off, there is one more thing that I have to cover. If you watch the Friday show, you might have heard me say that I have a particular soft spot when it comes to the mistreatment of children. And that is true. That is absolutely true. So it disturbed me greatly. That's a substantial understatement, but just for the sake of argument, it disturbed me greatly when I saw a particular video go viral over the weekend regarding masking children. Here's that video.
Put your mask on. No, you gotta wear it on, honey.
No, you gotta keep it on.
Put your mask on.
There you go. Keep it right there.
Yay, Mason! Yay!
Keep it on, Mason. Look, we're gonna keep it right here. Nope.
Peekaboo, I see you. Keep your mask on. Put your mask back on.
What are you looking at? Come on, keep it on your face.
Now, to steal a joke from Louis C.K., of course, it's awful to hit a woman. Of course, there is no excuse for a man to strike a woman. Of course, that is awful. It's terrible, should be condemned, should never be done. Of course. But maybe...
Calm down. Now get back to your seat. I'll take care of this. Calm down. Calm down. Get a hold of yourself.
Doctor, you're one on the phone. Everything's gonna be all right. Please.
Sister, please, I'll handle this.
Yourself.
I'm trying to get out of here. Out of here. Out of here. I gotta get out of here.
God, I don't know in what world this is acceptable behavior. In what world is this acceptable to do this to kids? I mean, are you freaking kidding me? Maybe that teacher should be smacked so unbelievably hard that her entire face will ache any time that she thinks of even getting anywhere near a child. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. And yet this is what we're told has to be done to protect children. What has to be done to protect children from people like that? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. Protecting children. Give me a friggin' break. Give me a break. God. The whole world's going to hell in a handbasket. Hands down. Oh, good Lord. In any event, this concludes our Monday update. We look forward to seeing you next time on the Woke is Broke podcast. I am Joshua Stenko, your host, saying stay safe and stay informed. We'll catch you next time. Science has proven that every subscription we get adds another wrinkle to AOC's face. So help age that scorpion woman out of office and subscribe to our channel today.